Hello and welcome to this tutorial from ittrap.com. This tutorial is all about slicing your PSD file to make an HTML document and therefore to make your website working well. Most of the time when you design a website or your graphic design your website, he provides the PSD file to you, and your job is to either provide this PSD to another developer or to make the HTML yourself, which I think is very easy. There are several ways to go about this, but the best way can be to make a div-based HTML. This is a standard nowadays. However, I will teach you how to make this design in table-based HTML, and later on I will teach you how to make it using divisions. So I have this boxed art template in here. And the way you go about it is in Photoshop you start using your rulers. The concept can be like this. You have a plain graphic and your job is to slide this graphic to smaller objects that make sense. For example, when you see this logo, Cancer Research, with this slogan, you want, when people click on this logo, you want them to go to the home page. And you know, when you click on the home, about us, services, those are going to be links. The picture of this girl in the middle is just a plain picture. To the right hand side there is a picture here and some text. So as you can see, you will need to go with the template and break it into parts to make it more functional in the web, because this is the way how the web works. The first step I'm gonna do is to slice my ruler and put some guidelines to know where should I slice the objects in my template. I'm gonna zoom in. Maybe we'll need to adjust the ruler or the guide color. I think you can right click and go sorry. So I will grab the ruler again from Edit, Preferences, General. I think it's somewhere in Guides, and for the guide, change it to black and hit OK. This is more obvious this way. So let's keep moving. Make sure it's aligned perfectly. Now if you see, I have a logo, and to the right hand side I have these buttons. So what I'm gonna do is to you know, put some limits to my logo, and let's say here, because I want this part to be clickable. Well, I promised to do the most of this template, but as I'm done uploading this video to YouTube, I might not have a lot of time, so I will be moving and cover the most of this template, and you can keep the rest for you as an exercise. So this is the logo. What you need to do now is to select from upper left corner towards the guides limits and crop this area. Right, so from the toolbox, select your crop tool and start cropping. For those of you who don't know what the guides do, it can snap to when you're cropping something. Say as I'm moving the mouse, it snaps towards the guidelines, and this is why we use it, so we can put the limits of the object. Click enter. Now this is our logo. I will go to File, Save for Web and Devices. Now here's a quick tip. When you have an object and you want to save it as an image, if this object is mostly text, then it's preferably to save it as a GIF format. Otherwise, if it's an image having some you know, like people or cars and a lot of colors, then you need to switch to JPEG. So in this case I will keep it as GIF image. You can see it's 2K. We can go down with the size. The way to determine this is you see in your image how many colors you have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, around 6 colors. So I think 16 will be fine. So nothing was it's obvious it's the same. To see the difference, go to 2 up. This is on the original and this is the adjusted. You can go up again, 64. It's almost the same. Nobody will see the difference. So let's stick to 16 to keep the file reasonably low. Click save. I'll go to web template HTML. I click the in the images folder, and I will call this logo. Now go a step backward to go back to your template. Make sure you keep saving. Now let me set up in the meanwhile the document for the HTML. I have Adobe Dreamweaver CL3 opened here. What I have to do is to go to File, New, select HTML, go to Design. I'm supposing you're not a developer, and in the title say something like so the template is about cancer research. So let's say it's cancer research. Click enter. Now you need to save your page. Ctrl S and go to the same location. Do not go inside the images. Keep it up and call this index.html. This is your page. It's blank page. You can preview it in Firefox. So you can see nothing here but the title, since it's a blank document. Now the first thing you need to do when you set up a site using table-based design, you need to check your document in PSD and see the size of this document. So I go to image size, and I can see it's 670. Copy this value and go back to Dreamweaver. So the first step to do when using tables, you need to put your layout inside a table. Go to Insert, Table. For the rows is the horizontal rows, while the columns is the vertical columns. If you check here, you can see we have one. We'll go into more details with this, but you can see the rows are like this. This is a row. This is another one. Until here. Every person can split this in the way he likes. But let's for this starter put it as 4 rows, and we can add more later. For the columns, since it's the upper, this is the upper table, keep it for one big column. And for the table width, insert the amount we copied earlier, and leave the rest to 0, and click OK.